Right now at 5, a fast-growing city looks to upgrade its fire station.
And it's the first day of spring turkey hunting, but a warm winter means hunters will want to be extra careful for ticks this year.
We're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
No one is hurt after a barn fire in Viroqua this morning. According to Viroqua Fire Chief Chad Burris, dispatch got a call of a barn fully engulfed in flames around 11 this morning. Shortly after, crews arrived and the second floor of the barn collapsed, and they deemed it a total loss. No one was hurt, but there were a few chickens in the barn. Westby, Lafarge, and Reedstown fire departments all assisted in putting out the blaze.
Traffic on I-94 near Osseo was shut down after a power line fell over the road, blocking both directions of traffic. This DOT camera footage shows the long line of cars waiting for the power lines to be cleared. Some cars and even a school bus got a little impatient and headed the other direction. One car even getting stuck in the mud. The road was cleared in about an hour and a half after the closure.
Well, plenty of cloud cover today, and not the severe storm-like conditions that we saw yesterday, Greg.
Yeah, just a cloudy day that we had some rain showers in the morning. We are seeing some partial clearing skies, and that's going to be kind of the story, but we do have more rain on the way, but not for tonight. Right now outside, we've seen some partial clearing here and there, and that's going to be the trend. Overall, not too bad. Upper 40s to low 50s. The winds have lightened up a little bit too at both locations. And really for the evening, it's the decreasing cloud trend for La Crosse, getting back to the upper 40s. It's just a temporary clearing of the skies. 49 as we get to 10 p.m. Eau Claire, similar story. It'll take a little bit longer for the clouds to scatter out a little bit. Notice the winds too have dropped off to the west-northwest. About the upper 40s will remain dry. As the big picture shows, a lot of cloud cover. A lot of it is pushing to the east around that low, and all the precipitation is to the east. Most areas are in the 50s, but you do see the breaks to the west towards Minneapolis and Mankato. That's what we're going to kind of see overnight hours as we kind of time that out. But it's only temporary, unfortunately, because we do have another system that'll be approaching, but not till the morning commute. So this evening and all the way through most of the night, it should remain dry, but it will track that precipitation that is going to be coming in for the morning commute, but not going to last too long. But the bigger news is those temperatures and the winds come Friday and this weekend. It's going to not feel like April, unfortunately. Not May either. We're going back to March.
Oh
Okay,
boy,
March.
we're backtracking. All right, thanks, Greg. Well, the city of Altoona has grown significantly in the last couple of decades, making it one of the fastest growing cities in the state of Wisconsin. The growth has the fire department rethinking the size of its location.
Yeah, News 8 Now's Michael Germain spoke with Altoona officials about their plans for expansion. Good evening, Michael.
Population growth in Altoona means there's been a higher demand for firefighters and police officers. Currently, the fire department and police station share a building, but the lack of space has become challenging, causing them to relocate.
Our call volume in the last 10 years has doubled, so for both fire and EMS calls.
Fire Chief Mark Renderman says the Altoona Fire Department has outgrown their current location at 1904 Spooner Avenue.
We've had equipment stored at a couple of different locations in which we determined we needed to do something.
But a renovation will be costly.
The cost to renovate this for the fire department is quite high.
Renderman says there might be another option.
Through some networking with other department heads in the city, we determined we could move the fire department to 2 different locations, as well as improve our current response.
The first location is the county shops building that the city recently acquired. It's located next door to their current facility and gives the department the space they need. The second location is 2740 Bauer Street in Eau Claire. Chief Renderman says this will help cover other parts of the city with more efficiency. Roy Atkinson, the assistant city administrator, says relocating the fire department will also help save the city money.
It's a great step and stride for the community. All of our department heads came together and we creatively found ways to really save the community money. It helps the community assure better response, and it helps put us in a better spot for the future.
Chief Renderman says they plan to be moved into the new locations by the end of the month. The ultimate goal is to acquire enough funds to build an entirely new fire department facility.
Okay, thank you, Michael.
Well, a Republican candidate has officially begun his campaign for Wisconsin's 95th Assembly District. Monroe County Board Chairman Cedric Schnitzler announced his candidacy in Sparta this afternoon. Schnitzler has spent several decades in local government, and he also ran a dairy farm for 30 years. He says Madison needs to start looking out for western Wisconsin's blue-collar workers, and that policy in Madison needs to be from the bottom up, not the top down.
Blue-collar workers are being pinched at the kitchen table, and we need to get some tax relief to those working-class blue-collar workers in Wisconsin.
Schnitzler says the state also needs to act on cleaning up PFAS and investing in rural broadband. The 95th district under the new maps includes most of La Crosse and a good chunk of Monroe County, now including Sparta and Cashton.
The Wisconsin Supreme Court is hearing a case that could reshape how the state government functions. Governor Evers previously filed a lawsuit against the Republican-controlled legislature. The lawsuit cites dozens of conservation projects the legislature's Joint Finance Committee has blocked despite governor approval. Evers claims the Joint Finance Committee is violating the separation of powers and has become a fourth branch of government. Evers and the JFC continue to clash, mostly recently over PFAS. The committee has not released money that is already approved in the state budget to battle the forever chemicals.
Another state lawsuit says voters with disabilities should be able to vote electronically. Several voters with disabilities filed the suit this week. They argue electronic absentee voting should be an option for those voters, and that not providing those options is both discriminatory and unconstitutional. Current state law provides that option only for military and overseas voters. The lawsuit argues since most absentee voting is on a paper ballot, voters with disabilities can't vote without assistance. So the plaintiffs say the electronic option would allow those people to vote in private.
Well, it's the first day of turkey hunting. While hunters venture into the forest, they should be on the lookout for ticks.
Yeah, News 8 Now's Allison Ferget explains why there's a higher chance a tick could carry illnesses like Lyme disease this time of year. Allison.
A warm winter meant an earlier start to the tick season this year. And with most ticks now at the adult stage of their life cycle and having the chance to move around earlier this year, it means there's a higher chance they could be carrying diseases. It's something that hunters, hikers, and forest lovers alike should be keeping in mind this spring. Experts say so far tick numbers are pretty normal, but serious tick-related health emergencies are happening earlier. Now that most ticks in Wisconsin have reached their adult stage, it can be both a good and bad thing.
They're a little bit bigger, they're a little bit easier to spot. On the other hand, the Lyme disease rate can actually be higher because they've had a chance to have multiple blood meals at that point.
With mature ticks being more likely to carry diseases, Hillstrom says it's crucial to prevent them from latching on. He recommends wearing long pants and sleeves, checking your body for ticks after being in the forest, taking a shower when you get home, and throwing your clothes in the dryer for 10 minutes. If you think you've picked up a disease, you should visit your doctor. Hillstrom says there was roughly 5,000 cases of Lyme disease last year in Wisconsin, and he adds that the CDC estimates that the actual number could be 10 times that due to underreporting. In La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
Alarming numbers. Thank you, Allison.
Well, new affordable senior housing is coming to La Crosse by the end of the year. River Point District and MSP Real Estate held an informational meeting today about the new residents. The Driftless Senior Apartments will be the newest affordable senior apartment community in La Crosse. 100 units will be available to seniors who qualify, as well as 20 workforce townhomes. That apartment complex is expected to open this winter.
First Companies is breaking new ground for its new state-of-the-art distribution center in West Salem. A ceremony was held this morning for the upcoming 308,000 square feet facility. It will include an HVAC training center and is expected to create 100 new job opportunities in western Wisconsin. First Companies says automation and robotics will be part of the center's operations, and the technology is quite impressive.
It's the neatest thing. It's called Exotech, and there are little robots that look like Roombas that go up and down the aisles and grab the product, bring it to the packer, and shoot out for their next order to come. It's really cutting-edge technology that we're really proud to be part of.
The distribution center is expected to be completed early 2025. Keeping the kids safe.
The Department of Homeland Security announcing a new campaign combating online exploitation. We'll have those details right after this.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. Starting wage for laborers up to $18 per hour with a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience but a great attitude? Then apply today. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
If you think it's expensive to hire a good window company, just wait until you hire a bad one.
Don't get lured into cheap windows that you'll end up having to replace again in 5 years.
Here at Clear Choice, we only sell the highest quality windows that we'd install in our own home, all backed by a lifetime manufacturer warranty and installed by our factory trained employees, not subcontractors.
Upgrade your home with the Elite Series windows this month with our buy 3, get 1 free sale. Choose a quality window that will last a lifetime. Call Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions today.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
The Department of Homeland Security has announced a campaign to help prevent child exploitation and abuse online.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says in the past decade, tips for suspected online abuse has increased more than 360%. Bradley Blackburn has more on how this new program hopes to help.
The new campaign called No to Protect aims to educate children and their parents about dangers online.
In too many places, the web growing darker and darker.
The public awareness effort includes a website that breaks down the growing problem families face.
In the 20 years I've been working, I've never seen this many leads come in.
A new PSA shows how reports of suspected online exploitation have climbed dramatically in recent years.
Predators go where the kids are. In the past, playgrounds, parks. Now, the digital environment is the playground for these kids.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas spoke to CBS Mornings about the goals of the new program, even as he faced an impeachment trial in Washington.
We just have to raise awareness and teach children and everyone around them how to recognize the predators when they are about to be victimized, how to protect themselves.
No to Protect partners include major sports leagues and the parent companies of Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. But in a report this week, the American Psychological Association said tech companies need to make fundamental changes to their platforms to better protect kids. On CBS Mornings, Meta's global head of safety responded to that criticism.
We're not trying to pass the buck to parents, but we all need to work together, whether that's DHS, whether it's us, whether it's parents to help protect kids online.
The program says parents should password protect and control access to downloads, set limits on device use, change privacy and location settings, and importantly, keep an open dialogue with kids. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Homeland Security has also created a new phone tip line to report suspected abuse and exploitation.
Tips can also be submitted at report.cybertip.org.
Climate change remains the world's main environmental concern.
Why it may also be a financial concern when we come back.
And we're doing with rain for Thursday, but then we got some wind and even colder temperatures for Friday. Definitely going to feel more like March-like. I'll break down when to expect the rain, how strong those winds will be, what the temperatures look like going into the weekend. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Bygoff and Rohde had your back then, and we have your back now. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
It's easy to see when you have a plumbing problem, but when it comes to your water, things aren't always so clear. Without water conditioning, your water may be doing more harm than good. Hard water can damage your pipes and appliances, leave spotting on dishes, as well as dry out your skin and hair. Contact the professionals at Maxwell White. More than a plumbing company, we offer comprehensive water conditioning. That's 2 great services under one roof. Enjoy cleaner dishes, softer and brighter clothes, and much more with a simple call to Maxwell White. Water conditioning done right.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're bringing out all the latest styles for patio and outdoor furniture. From dining sets to sectionals and even fire tables, they're all on sale. We've got all of our favorites in stock. That means no waiting. Plus, for a limited time, you'll receive free delivery on your outdoor furniture. Shop the best quality brands from Homecrest and Brizesta, furniture that's designed to last in any weather. Sale prices and free delivery happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Bygoff and Rohde. We've been Wisconsin's personal injury powerhouse for over 50 years, and we have the #1 personal injury attorney in Eau Claire. Bygoff and Rohde. Serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Telling the stories of our community. We're always on and where you can find us. News 8 Now. Expect more.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new study suggests global warming may be burning a hole in the world's wallet.
According to a study published Wednesday in the journal Nature, climate issues are expected to cause $38 trillion worth of economic damage by 2050. If correct, that translates to a roughly 20% fall in global income over the next 26 years.
Researchers say extreme weather can get expensive with damage repair needed after severe flooding and raging wildfires. Other weather-related issues like record-breaking heat waves can result in crop losses and less labor productivity.
All right, and a lot of cloud cover today.
Yeah.
A little chill in the air as well.
Yeah, I know. We had this significant warmth over the weekend, but it looks like we're going to be dropping down again, backtracking to March-like temperatures, Greg.
Yeah, the pattern has changed really behind this system. Really, you can see it wrap up here. But really, as it departs, there's just a weak little system to the west that's going to be kind of coming across. And that's our rainmaker for coming tomorrow morning. But beyond that, it really is going to be a drop in temperatures. The pattern's going to change, at least through the weekend. So we do have a wet Thursday morning commute for most locations. Windy and especially colder or cooler, depending on how you feel Friday. It's definitely going to feel chilly. And those chilly conditions go on to this weekend, especially if you've been planting anything. Thing to keep an eye on. We probably will get back to frost or freeze issues this weekend, potentially both mornings. But for tonight, it's just going to be that brief clearing of the cloud cover here, but it won't last long. We'll see the precipitation kind of come right back in, probably after 4 a.m. for some locations further west, more 5 to 6, just some light, occasional moderate rain. Not expecting any severe weather with this, and mainly south of La Crosse will be the heavier amounts, south of Eau Claire, more of the heavier amounts as it pushes through. So morning commute will be wet for most locations. We'll start to see it tail off up to the north, maybe around 9 to 10. Other areas we'll start seeing it kind of tail off, probably closer to noon. Temperatures still getting into the 50s for most locations. Winds won't be a factor yet, just some light westerly winds. And then in the afternoon, we'll start seeing actually clearing skies briefly once again going into Thursday night. And as Thursday activities look like, we're just going to see some west north, if I can see it, west-northwest winds and temperatures falling back in, but we should remain dry. So we do have that light rain event going on. Then as we go into Friday, it's a different story. Here's the rain amounts expected maybe up to about 11 a.m., a half to a quarter inch. There could be a little bit higher amounts further west. It does kind of weaken as it pushes across, and it really tails off as you go further north, not expecting a lot of precipitation north of Eau Claire overall. Friday's a different story. We're going to have a cold front that's going to pass through the north, but notice the blue starting to show up here in the cloud cover. That is snow showers up to the north. The UP, maybe far northern Wisconsin, is going to see some snow with this. This is a fairly chilly air mass coming down for this time of year. The one thing that we're going to get down here, along with some cloud cover Friday, is very strong westerly winds. That'll be the main thing to go into the afternoon hours, but this is a cold air mass. It's going to stick around at least through part of the weekend. The winds waking up to Friday morning already 15 to 20, so it could be a breezy morning commute for Friday. By the time we get to noon and afternoon, these are the gusts. We're especially to see gusts maybe 35 to as high as 40 plus in the afternoon as you see those winds through that. So that's going to be the story going into Friday afternoon. Friday evening, they'll start kind of tailing off a little bit, but still be quite breezy going into that. So that's what we're looking at. But for tonight, it's not going to be the rain probably till about 4 or 5 a.m. So most of the night should be dry, backing down into the 40s, light winds. There'll be some clearing early and then increasing clouds later towards the morning. And tomorrow, it's really the rain in the morning. Better chances that it'll linger through early afternoon as you go further south. It'll tail off, maybe some clearing skies towards the late afternoon, evening. Mid-50s, it'll be light rain, not expecting any heavy amounts or thunderstorms with this. And then as you notice, the temperatures barely getting up to the 50s. Areas up to the north will probably struggle to get to 50 on Friday with the wind. And then Saturday will be the same story, struggling to get out of the 40s. And notice the overnight lows. That's why we're concerned about frost freeze, although it is a little early. If you are planning your stuff out there, you might have to take a little bit of precautions going into each of those mornings if we dip into the 20s and 30s.
It's too bad we can't have 75-degree weekends every
20s
weekend.
and 30s. Where's these 20s
I know.
at?
I always, you always look at the positive sign. Is it could be last year when we woke up to like 7 inches of snow this time.
Yeah, that's quite different.
Yeah, a little different.
Thanks, Greg. Well, a college icon now at the next level.
How Caitlin Clark sees the next phase of her basketball journey when we come back.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, did you know your tongue can be an important indicator of your health? We'll tell you which signs to look out for in your health news when we see you tomorrow morning.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic, which Car and Driver called fun to drive. There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Basketball phenom Caitlin Clark addressed fans and the media today as the newest member of the Indiana Fever.
Clark was the #1 pick at Monday's WNBA draft after leading the University of Iowa Hawkeyes to 2 second-straight national championships during her college career.
The 22-year-old is expected to earn roughly $338,000 over the next 4 years with the Fever.
At her WNBA debut Wednesday, she said she's excited to join the team and thanked the organization for believing in her.
There's a lot of people that are here to support me, and I think that just goes right into the pressure thing. Like, I certainly know there's pressure there. That's been like my entire career, but for me, like, I just have fun playing basketball.
This year's WNBA draft broke records, earning close to 2.5 million viewers.
Clark is set to play her first professional basketball game against the Minnesota Lynx this summer.
I guess
in
I'm
our
an
backyard.
Indiana Fever fan.
Yeah.
A new one right over here.
Great. Congratulations to her.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord sales event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
Stock up this month with the Holman Locker and Meat Market's 10-pound sale. Save on pork loin roast, ground beef, chicken breast, and chuck roast. Please call to order. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Asher Lasting Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
It's our lowest prices of the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on the things you need for spring. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Starter with lawn fertilizer, just $29.99. 40-pound bags of Estate Sun to Shade Lawn Seed Mix, $109.99. Rewards members save an extra $10. And stock up on 50-pound bags of Diamond Crystal Solar Naturals Salt Crystals, just $5.99. Don't miss our lowest prices of the season in-store or online at farmandfleet.com.
Where there's a flooded basement, there's a solution. Where there are wet spots or musty smells, there's an answer. Where wood damage or dry rot is stealing home value, there's an expert. American Waterworks. For wet basements, wood damage, and effects of dry rot, American Waterworks professional crack repair, waterproofing, sump pumps, and vapor barriers provide long-lasting solutions to tough problems. Wherever moisture problems surface, there's an answer. American Waterworks. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our spring freezer filler bundle. It's full of chicken, beef, pork, and shrimp. Call to order yours today. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Come into comfort during the International Furniture Fjord sales event. Get $200 off all Fjord's chairs in stock and special orders. The Tri-State's largest Fjord showroom is at International Furniture, La Crosse.
All right, most of the night should be dry. We'll have increasing clouds towards later in the morning. Still in the mid-40s. That rain really comes in after about 4 a.m. for about La Crosse, a little bit later for Eau Claire. So the morning commute will be wet for both locations. That'll linger through about noon. Dry Thursday afternoon. The wind and the cooler temperatures are the story for Friday, and that lingers into this weekend. So it's definitely going to be a colder weekend than we had last weekend.
All right,
Looks like
and
it.
have it every weekend.
No.
Well, thanks for joining us at 5.
We'll see you at 6.